Monday Night Raw on Memorial Day, May 30th. We're going to talk about it. Before we do, I just want to say this match was really good, and I kind of see it going down like this tonight. It's probably one of the best matches I've done as far as things just working, so I hope you enjoy it. Let's talk about Raw tonight because a lot of things are happening on tonight's show. Now, I didn't want to make this video, and I'll say why, because the predictions about #Hatch, if you don't know what I'm talking about, WWE has been teasing this hatch. They've posted a couple images starting Friday regarding this door, people trying to pry open the door, people cutting down the door with a torch, and then finally the door being opened, unleashed, see you tonight. Now, there could be a lot of different meanings behind this, and I was more leaning towards talking about it afterwards, but so many of you guys have hit me up on social media, which I love when you guys engage. So in the comments, feel free to engage what you think is going to happen on tonight's show. And if you want to follow me on social media, it's at Tubby. Oftentimes now with these discussion-based videos, I'm kind of like a radio host. I love talking. I've always wanted to work at a radio station, except I didn't want to promote all the stuff they do. So I asked for topics on Twitter, so you can follow me at Tubby regarding these topics. So tonight's show, a couple things that we do know. Dolph Ziggler versus Baron Corbin in a mat-based wrestling match, which I don't think it'll end up turning into that. You have John Cena's return. We have Miz possibly dropping a title, which I don't want to say he's going to do because I think he might keep it. WWE Studios movies do not take long to film. Seth Rollins recently filmed his. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, The Miz just got announced for Marine 5 alongside his wife Maurice, the Social Outcasts, and Naomi. So we could see all 5 of them taking a break for a couple weeks and not really doing anything. So maybe the beatdown last week with the Social Outcasts was kind of to send them off TV. We'll find out tonight. Now, with Miz possibly dropping the title, I posted this on Twitter and asking people, would he drop it? And some people said, I hope so. And some people said, I definitely hope not, because The Miz has done a great job as IC champion. Miz is a great heel. Miz plays it off so well. And whether you like Miz or you hate The Miz, he is the perfect heel right now in this generation. And I've made videos in the past couple weeks talking about if you want to be a heel and you want to stay relevant in the WWE in 2016, watch tape of The Miz. As much as I hate to say that, and I still think he kind of wrecked WrestleMania 27 with the main event, but now he's killing it. Miz and Maurice are doing exactly what they should. The Fatal 4-Way where he steals the match is just awesome. He faced Cesaro on SmackDown, and the match they had was phenomenal. I mean, the ending to it where he had the turnbuckle pad loosened, Cesaro already had a hurt shoulder. He throws him into it, hits a skull-crushing finale for the victory. Great psychology in the fact that he's utilizing the injured shoulder to capitalize on that, and that's what a heel champion should do, and he did do. So you could possibly see The Miz drop that title tonight, and if he doesn't, I just think it's not a very long movie that they shoot. They're starting to film tomorrow, so he may just be gone for a couple weeks, or maybe they just let him come back on Mondays. Other things that are happening tonight. Let's dive into the hatch, because there's a lot of speculation on what #the hatch is. Not the hatch, #hatch. There's rumors about it being, the one that I think is a little bit more insane is WWE 2K17. Now, I do think they're going to be announcing it shortly as we come into the summer season. This is the time where WWE maybe starts to announce it, depending on who the cover athlete is going to be. Maybe if it's somebody like Goldberg and you're unlocking him from the vault of WWE who has been put away for a long time, then I could see that being for 2K17, because Goldberg has been a guy that they've kind of, put to the back burner, and you'd be reintroducing him. That'd be a great way to do it. For the most part, I don't think it's for WWE 2K17. I don't think there's anything related to that you would have seen. So I'm going to write off WWE 2K17, but it's not, impossible. Other things for #hatch. Finn Balor. One of the more believable things is if you're looking at it from a standpoint of Finn Balor releasing promos and, after he lost to Samoa Joe to the title, he was on NXT giving a promo that maybe he has to unleash the demon. And unleash is that word, unleashed. Well, that's what Finn Balor is. You unleash the demon. That's the word that's constantly been thrown around when it comes to Finn Balor. Finn Balor, however you want to say it, because I know some people get mad when I kind of use different variations of it, but it's something to keep in mind. You definitely could see Finn. Now, if it was Finn, would it just be Finn by himself, or would they be doing something on the lines of a group? You know, we just saw the club last week break up, so does the guy who originally started the Bullet Club over in New Japan Pro Wrestling, does he come to reclaim his club, or do we see something else happen? The other option is Bray Wyatt. Maybe this is relating to Bray Wyatt and the family. So Bray Wyatt has been injured. Luke Harper is currently out with a leg injury. And if you follow Luke Harper on Twitter, he's actually pretty funny. He's like, what is an ACL? And a lot of his tweets, and he's talking about dinosaurs. And Luke Harper is just playing Twitter perfectly. Luke Harper's Twitter game is on point. And it's just really fun to watch and listen to and see what he's doing. Now, other things. We do have, possibly when it comes to the hatch, I joked about this as being Kane. I don't think it'll be Kane. Would Bray Wyatt release Sister Abigail? If it's not for Bray Wyatt, well, I do think it possibly could be for Bray Wyatt or Finn Balor, but the possibility of Sister Abigail, because Bray has been teasing it on Twitter as well, Sister Abby. Now, a lot of big speculation has been, why is Bray Wyatt heel? They could make more money with him face. JR had said that there's money in Bray Wyatt being face. Well, the Wyatt family has been heel since their debut, and they've, kind of been lately trying to, I don't want to say trying to get over, but the crowd has somewhat liked them. So what if Sister Abigail comes back and she's basically like, Bray, this isn't what I meant for you. You can save the people. You can do it. And what if that's to turn Bray Wyatt face? What if Sister Abigail comes out and Bray Wyatt, realizes his true potential? Because the crowd was cheering for Bray, and Bray was at a point where the crowd liked him. And if the WWE isn't going to give us the Seth Rollins face, maybe they give us the Bray Wyatt face. Whether or not the crowd would go for it, I'm not 100% sure, but it'd be very interesting to see. Other things. We will get the match between Bray Wyatt and Baron Corbin. Not Bray Wyatt. I said that wrong. Baron Corbin and Dolph Ziggler. The match between them, like I said, this could be, some people want this to be the absolute end. This feud has dragged on too long. And I would agree. I don't like Dolph Ziggler's argument last week that, well, I'm the best wrestler. Well, what does that get you, kid? I mean, Dolph, you're great, but the ship has sailed. You are a true jobber. You are the definition of what a jobber is. Now, that's not a bad thing. If he's happy collecting that paycheck, and if he's happy he's doing what he's doing, more power to Dolph Ziggler. I think Dolph Ziggler on the indie scene, if they're never going to do anything with him, I don't think Dolph Ziggler will ever get back to the level he was previously. But if the WWE, doesn't utilize him, maybe send him out with his feud, I don't know. But I definitely think in this match, I see possibly Dolph Ziggler picking up some sort of a fluky victory, and it sets Baron Corbin off. Baron Corbin can absolutely destroy him. Maybe set Dolph Ziggler free. Who knows? Other things that are happening tonight on Monday Night Raw that WWE has talked about. What's going through Charlotte's mind? Last week, she dropped a somewhat cringeworthy promo on her father. Now, I get the point. It was clunky. It took a while to get there, and ultimately, it felt awkward. It felt like it accomplished its goal, but the way it got there didn't make any sense. There was nothing for Charlotte to just randomly turn on her father. Maybe he should have said it was her plan, his plan to bring out Dana, or I don't know, but there should have been something that set Charlotte off. Because Charlotte's promo herself does show she's still green on the mic, she still needs help, but she could possibly get there eventually, but right now it's a little rocky. And the question is, what does Dana Brooke do? Why is Dana Brooke out here? It's still kind of a weird partnership that doesn't make any sense. Moving on, you have Enzo Amore release. I was thinking something else in my mind right there. Enzo Amore is back on TV after being injured with that concussion, and now they're going after the Dudleys. Hopefully this just ends the match and they just gets it over with. And, I don't have a problem with it going to Money in the Bank because Enzo and Big Cass need something because they're not really competing for the titles right now, but it'll be interesting to see where things go. There's what I'm talking about, rope break. Moving on, it is John Cena's return tonight, and it'll be interesting to see what happens. Rusev had tweeted out some big things, and then I may have quoted his tweet and said, and his name is John Cena. I still think it might be interesting to have him take the Miz's title away, and people said that doesn't make any sense. It would more likely be Cesaro if he was to leave. Who knows? It'll be interesting, and this is what I'm talking about. Dolph Ziggler stealing one via roll-up pin. And last but not least, who will be the final competitor in the Money in the Bank briefcase match? You already have Alberto Del Rio, who won on SmackDown, Dean Ambrose, Cesaro, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, and Chris Jericho. Who will enter the match? Will it be Finn Balor? Will he be earning a shot? Will it be John Cena? Will John Cena earn his way into the match? I would prefer personally a high flyer, somebody that could do something awesome. Could you imagine Finn doing a stomp from the top of a ladder? Holy crap. That would be amazing. And last but not least, the brothers between Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. What's going to happen? You already know the match is announced. I think it's way too early for a contract signing, so I don't see a contract signing happening right now. But will something go on? Because after tonight, and I think they may end the show with Seth Rollins doing something big, because right after is his documentary that airs, the WWE 24 Network special about Seth Rollins. So I think the show may end with him possibly in somewhat of a big angle. And then, of course, Cena. So let me know what you guys think is going to happen tonight on Monday Night Raw for 5:30, the Memorial Day show. I will say this. I think this may be the lowest rated Monday Night Raw of the year because of NBA playoffs, Game 7, and Stanley Cup Finals episode number 1, game number 1. So if you see the ratings tomorrow and it's really bad, it doesn't necessarily mean this was a bad show, myself included. I'm probably at some point tonight going to flip over and watch the NBA Game 7. So until next time, it's my boy Tubby Emu, and we'll see you all later.